I'm Lisa LaValle, chef owner of Trellis. This is a beautiful cafe in the Greater Des Moines Botanical Garden. So it's great for a client to have a rehearsal dinner here or something kind of small and modest, or a brunch after a wedding, and then the big bang wedding deal at the River Center. And so we can offer the clients a lot of different opportunities and different venues. So we are making quinoa for a couple reasons, because it's one of the most healthy grains in the universe, I guess, or the world anyway. So easy to cook, and it's very forgiving. So if you don't like to measure, you just put in some quinoa, you put in twice as much water, you bring it to a boil, you put the timer on for 15 minutes, you get to have some fun and fluff it. And my thought was to have it be a side dish with some grilling. The other beautiful thing is you can mix it with just anything you want. So I chose chickpeas or garbanzos, and so I'm just gonna throw them in. And then the other things in my refrigerator. So I've got onions, carrots, and celery. And I love red cabbage. So we've got a stalk vegetable, a root vegetable, a cruciferous vegetable, a protein. I didn't include garlic, but that was just my forgetfulness. So I'd put garlic in there if I were you. Any case, whatever you've got in your fridge, you just can't go wrong. So after that, I'm gonna mix it up. I'm not gonna get too crazy because I want this for breakfast tomorrow too. So just salt, pepper to your tasting. You don't have to salt the quinoa water before you cook it, but you can, so then remember so you don't over salt it. And then I thought we need a little dressing because it's a very neutral, mild grain. So I'm gonna dress it up with fresh lemon, olive oil, a little honey, and Dijon mustard, and essentially it's sort of like the same things you would put in hummus, and you use garbanzos for hummus, and so fresh lemon juice. Once again, I should have put some garlic in here, but you won't forget that. So what we're gonna do is, and I've done it in advance, so we don't have to watch it, but a zester, any kind of grater zester, it doesn't matter. But these microplanes are pretty wonderful. So you just get the zest over the whole lemon. You just kind of make a little game. You go around, 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 and then you got this beautiful zest. You throw that in the bowl. You cut the lemon in half and zest it until there's nothing left except the pit, or the white, which is really just insulation. So the lemon juice goes in. As I said, I did that earlier. So this is lemon juice and lemon zest, and some kind of Dijon mustard, a French mustard that's not stone ground, but very smooth like this. It somehow has some properties in it that will help you help the dressing emulsify, so the oil will stay suspended within the acid and the other ingredients, because fresh herbs could go in here and be just great. Any kind of fresh herbs. So we'll salt and pepper this again, just a little bit. The acid, which is the lemon juice, and the mustard and the salt and pepper are all in the bowl, and I am whipping them up a little bit. I sort of like a little sweetness, so a little honey, but it's completely optional. If you don't want sugar in your diet, just omit, and you'll still be a happy person with a delicious dressing. So here it is, and this is the time you whip it pretty good. Everything seems to be all together, and then olive oil. Once again, I kind of wing it. We're not baking here, so you can kind of just taste it, but with that much acid, mustard, and a little sweetness, probably about a cup. Now you can see that that cup of oil was just about right, because we have a nice, voluminous sort of dressing, and look at that, so pretty, so good. And so you've got basically dinner, breakfast, and lunch with quinoa, and then I'm just gonna stir it in. One last taste, add a little salt and pepper. Let it sit at room temp if you want. Cool it down, of course, overnight when you put your leftovers in the fridge. And in the morning, you've got quinoa egg breakfast. So that's it. I just told you how to do quinoa. 20 minutes maximum, and you're done. And you can do that in your kitchen and then get out on the grill. So enjoy, everybody. Thanks for visiting Trellis. Great to have you all here.